The notion that the mainstream media is working with scientists to lie to Christians is a notion that is being perpetuated by certain groups and individuals who feel that their beliefs are being threatened by the advancements of science and the media's portrayal of these advancements. However, this notion is not only unfounded but also misguided. The relationship between the mainstream media, scientists, and Christians is complex and multifaceted, and it is essential to examine the factors that contribute to this perceived conspiracy. Firstly, it is crucial to understand that the mainstream media's primary goal is to inform and educate the public about various issues, including scientific discoveries and their implications. Scientists, on the other hand, are driven by a desire to advance knowledge and understanding of the world around us. When the media reports on scientific findings, it is often to share new information and spark discussion, not to deceive or manipulate specific groups, including Christians. One of the primary reasons why some Christians may feel that the media and scientists are working together to lie to them is the perceived contradiction between scientific theories and Christian doctrine. For example, the theory of evolution, which is widely accepted by the scientific community, may be seen as incompatible with the biblical account of creation. However, this does not mean that scientists are intentionally trying to deceive Christians. Rather, they are presenting their findings based on empirical evidence and rigorous testing, which may challenge traditional beliefs. Another factor contributing to this perception is the sensationalism and misrepresentation of scientific findings in some media outlets. While the majority of journalists and scientists strive to present accurate and unbiased information, some media outlets may distort or exaggerate scientific findings to attract attention and increase ratings. This can lead to misunderstandings and mistrust among Christians who may feel that the media is intentionally trying to undermine their beliefs. Furthermore, some Christian groups may also be contributing to this perception by promoting a simplistic and confrontational approach to science. By pitting faith against science, these groups may create an ostracism mentality, where scientists and the media are seen as enemies of Christianity. This approach not only polarizes the debate, but also ignores the many Christians who are also scientists and who see no conflict between their faith and their work. In reality, many scientists are Christians, and they do not see their work as a contradiction to their faith. In fact, some of the most prominent scientists in history, such as Isaac Newton and Galileo Galilei, were devout Christians who saw their scientific inquiry as a way to understand and glorify God's creation. Today, there are many organizations and initiatives that seek to promote dialogue and understanding between science and faith, such as the BioLogos Foundation and the American Scientific Affiliation. In conclusion, the idea that the mainstream media is working with scientists to lie to Christians is a misconception that arises from a combination of factors, including the perceived contradiction between scientific theories and Christian doctrine, sensationalism and misrepresentation of scientific findings, and a simplistic and confrontational approach to science. However, by promoting dialogue, understanding, and respect between science and faith, we can work towards a more nuanced and informed discussion that acknowledges the complexities and diversity of human experience. Ultimately, it is essential to recognize that science and faith are not mutually exclusive, but rather complementary ways of understanding the world, and that by working together, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the mysteries and wonders of creation.